Ooh, oh. Yep. We're previewing UFC 320, Magomed versus Pereira. Let's do it.
Let's go!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hey David, it's your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Congratulations. Happy birthday, my friend. I know you have a radio show called Wrestling Uncensored, and that's wrestlinguncensored.net.
Happy birthday to you. I know John Cena sucks. Hold on a second. I'm trying to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday, everybody, to you.
And sorry, I don't like you. I want.
Happy birthday.
What? Why did Jiří have to do me like that, though? What's that? That was nice. Cool. Thanks, Everett. That was nice. It's also Fred's birthday, 2 days ago? Fred?
Yeah, yours is closer. Tomorrow.
Mine is tomorrow. Yeah, that's true.
Is that Kurt Angle clip recent?
It's old. I think it's like almost 10 years old. But it's in the vault. It's the production team brings it out every birthday. They bring it out. Thank you. Huh?
Well, I mean, I don't remember it, and I've been on the team for many years, so.
Yeah, it's not the first time you've seen it. You've definitely seen it before.
I believe you.
As you could tell by my outfit, the Yankees are playing a very important playoff game right now. 2 down in the first against the Boston Red Sox. 0-0, no score. Top 1. Game just started. So it's going to be quite a time. We're going to try and keep it MMA focused. We're going to talk about UFC 320. We're going to preview the fights, and then we're going to get the hell out of here so I could try and watch this game, hopefully stress-free, because last night was pretty tough. We won 4-3. Whoa. Oh, yeah, hit me with it. It's not bad. Not as long as mine, but it's pretty good. I like it.
That's what she said? No. It doesn't work.
Kind of. Not exactly.
Hopefully hers is not longer.
So just a programming note. Yeah, right. Well, maybe that's what you want. Programming note. There'll be no wrestling show tomorrow night because I'll be celebrating my birthday all weekend. Actually, we're off. No UFC 320 watch along. My friends are throwing me a bit of a party, so we're partying this weekend. We'll be back next week. Good night, everybody. Wait. UFC 320, Fred. It is this weekend. It is a big pay-per-view, and it is one I do want to watch. I actually have a pay-per-view where I'm like, yeah, this is going to be good. I don't want to miss this.
I'll be honest, man. I'm such a Merab fan now that anytime Merab's on the card, I'm watching, man. I love Merab, man. His last couple of performances have been so dominating. I'm always up for a fight. I don't care who he's fighting. I think he's going to beat him, but I'm happy to see Merab.
Yeah. I think we were talking about it a few weeks ago. Like, Merab may be the best fighter in the world. He might be number one from pound for pound.
Like, some people will not like his style because it's a lot of decisions, but he's so dominating, man. The way he just out-wrestles everybody and doesn't stop. Like, his cardio is incredible. Like, I've been really impressed with Merab. And I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying anything, but if you look at his early career, he didn't start like the dominating fighter that he is. So it's really impressive how he turned out, because he has a loss to your cousin, Ricky.
Yeah. Yeah, back in 2018. But then he kind of put things together where he was winning fight after fight. He's on a pretty crazy win streak. Was 13 fights in a row now in the UFC that he's won, including 2 title defenses. Beat Sean O'Malley. Decision Umar Nurmagomedov, where he came in as an underdog, but Merab wound up winning. And then Sean O'Malley again. Now fighting Cory Sandhagen, but you look at the list of guys that Merab has been through. Marlon Moraes, Jose Aldo, Petr Yan, Henry Cejudo. It's a pretty solid list of wins.
That Nurmagomedov fight showed that, like even a good wrestler is not really going to give that much problem to Merab. So I don't know how Cory Sandhagen's going to approach this fight, but I think he's going to spend a lot of time on his back.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's going to want to keep it standing. I think that's his path to victory, right? He's going to want to keep it kind of a kickboxing fight where he has strengths. He fought Umar Nurmagomedov and got beat in a decision unanimously. He beat Davison Figueiredo in his last fight. A big win. That gets him this title shot. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Cory Sandhagen is the guy to beat Merab Dvalishvili. Sandhagen has, fought for the interim bantamweight championship. He's been in title eliminator fights. And he's come up short a lot of times. Like that fight against Umar, if he won that fight, he would have got a shot at Merab instead of Umar, but he lost. He had an interim bantamweight title fight against Petr Yan back in 2021 that he lost. He had a title eliminator fight for a title shot when he fought Aljamain Sterling back in 2020 that he lost. Is this where Cory Sandhagen wins the big one? He's 33 years old. Merab Dvalishvili, 34 years old. I think Merab holds on to the belt. I think Merab right now is peaking as a mixed martial artist, and the peak is very high.
I agree, and you see, I'm looking at the rankings. I think like Cory Sandhagen is just getting a title shot because Merab has wins over O'Malley twice, defeated Umar. He defeated also Petr Yan, I'm pretty sure. So, like Cory Sandhagen, he's number 4 ranked. He's the guy that never fought Merab yet. So I think that's the main reason he's getting a title shot. But yeah, I think Merab's got this. And it's probably going to be a decision. His haters are going to be mad because he's got a decision again. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised something like 50-43. He's going to win every round.
After this fight here, if he does beat Cory Sandhagen, which we both think he will, would you like to see him move up and fight Volkanovski?
Maybe. I'm looking at the rankings and I see like Song Yadong, he's ranked just under Sandhagen, and you know what? Him being from China, that might be a big market to do something if he wins or something. But if not, yeah, you bring Merab up a weight class. I think I'm the guy usually that likes to see the guy stay at their weight, so I wouldn't mind that much if Merab just keeps clearing the division. But yeah, as far as a challenge, a fight against Volkanovski would be very intriguing.
I just look at both divisions, 145 and 135, and I don't see a lot of super exciting matchups for either champion. So I think, there's not a huge difference between 135 and 145, and Merab versus Volkanovski would be a pretty big fight. Just saying. Because, how many Cory Sandhagens are you going to throw at Merab here? Like, it's just going to be opponent after opponent now? Like, what's the... I know he's only defended the title twice, and once was against the guy that he beat already there in O'Malley, but you look at the top contenders, Sean O'Malley, Umar Nurmagomedov, Piotr Yan, Cory Sandhagen. Like, you had to reach all the way to number 5 to find Song Yadong, and, like, I don't know. Are a lot of people calling for a Song Yadong title shot?
Probably not, but, that's who it is. That's who's in line. Like, I always say, George St. Pierre's matchups weren't all, like, we were intrigued because it was George St. Pierre, but some of these matchups, Dan Hardy or whatever, you're like, does this guy really deserve a shot? But hey, he's next in line, and like I say, I want to see Merab. So whoever he fights, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna appreciate the greatness of Merab because I think Merab is great.
I agree. I think Merab is great. I think Merab is gonna get this win. Who's next for Volkanovski? Does he have an opponent?
Not sure.
Is it Movsar? Movsar's like undefeated, beating a lot of guys. Beat Aljamain Sterling. Let me see. What's Volkanovski doing next? What was his last fight? Because, he's a 145-pound champion. He fought Diego Lopes back in April, and he hasn't fought anybody since? What's up with that?
Carlos Prats, maybe, but I don't think it's official.
Okay. Not Movsar? I thought Movsar would be next.
I'm not sure. I'm reading
Movsar's ranked number 1. He's undefeated. I wonder what the holdup is on that. Like, where's Volk?
There's nothing's official yet, I think, but he's looking at options for December. Volkanovski, so I guess Movsar's in the discussion.
Yeah, he'd be my pick. He'd be my pick.
Thanks.
Ooh, Antoinette, been a member for 56 months as a YouTube member over at join.ringsidereport.net. She says, happy birthday, Dave, and I'll be busy this weekend, too, going to the ALDS games. Wow. She's going to Blue Jays and hopefully Yankees games this weekend in Toronto. Or maybe Blue Jays and Red Sox games, depending on how this game goes. It's still 0-0, top of the second right now. So we'll see. Hoping for the Yankees to win, obviously. Tough. Antoinette wants to know if Johnny North has a match this weekend. He does in Sudbury, Ontario. He's got a ladder match. So Johnny will be off this weekend, too. Johnny's busy this week. Busy weekend. A lot going on. We got Merab in the co-main. We didn't talk about the main event, though. Magomed Ankalaev, Alex Pereira. I talked about it a little bit, I think, last week with AJ. And he was still pretty heavy behind Pereira. I got Magomed. Who did you pick first time around?
I'm pretty sure I picked Pereira because I just like the character and all that. But like this first fight, the first fight between both of them, I didn't rewatch it, but my memory of it is that Ankalaev won. I've been reading people saying, oh, 2 judges had it 48-47, 1 round could have changed it. But my memory of it is that it wasn't that close. Ankalaev was pretty much in control the whole fight. And I expect him to do the same thing. It's probably going to be a decision. And Ankalaev is just going to stay away from the trouble. He's going to pressure to try to wrestle him, whether it's on the cage, whether it's to get him to the ground. But he's not going to just kickbox with Pereira. So I think Ankalaev's got this pretty easy.
Yeah. He almost finished him. I think it was the second round of the last fight. The bell saved Pereira there. It was, to me, a pretty solid performance, pretty sound victory for Magomed Ankalaev. there was, I think, one round that was kind of could have gone either way. I think Pereira maybe won a couple rounds, but I felt like Magomed definitely controlled the pace of the fight and won 3 out of 5. I think he wins more this time. I think he finishes Pereira. I'm very impressed with Magomed Ankalaev. I think every fighter has a time, and I think Pereira's time is, kind of coming to an end. He's 38 years old. How long is he going to be a dominant light heavyweight? I think he's still a great fighter. I think he's still dangerous. I think he has the ability to knock out Magomed Ankalaev and any man walking the face of the earth. I just don't think he does it on Saturday night. I think Magomed is going to come prepared. He's going to come in very good shape. And I think he gets a victory. I think he gets a TKO in the later rounds. Maybe, round 4 or 5 type of thing. 3, 4, 5 maybe. I think Magomed puts a pace on him, gets him up, clinched against the cage, does some damage, lands some shots, and puts Pereira away. That said, I'm very excited about the fight. I think, obviously, I think Magomed wins, but, Alex Pereira is always dangerous. And it's a hell of a fight.
And there's a little bit of a rivalry between them right now, so, that's fun. It's going to be an entertaining card. The main event is very good. The only thing I would be scared for Pereira is for him to lose another one where it's not really close. And then, what happens with his career. Because if you lose twice to Ankalaev and that there's no really need for a third fight, that puts you in a bit of a jam. So hopefully Pereira shows up well, gives a good performance. At the same time, the guy's 38, 39, you said?
38.
So, he's getting towards probably the end of his career. And
that's it.
I think Ankalaev winning is the logical choice.
That's what I'm saying. I think Pereira could retire after this fight. This could be the last Alex Pereira fight. He's done everything. He doesn't need to prove anything more. I'm sure he's made a ton of money. He's going to make more after this one. Magomed Ankalaev's 33 years old. He's in the prime of his fighting career. Alex Pereira's 38. I think Pereira's chance to beat Magomed was last time around. He came close, but couldn't quite get the job done. I think this time around it's going to be more in Magomed's favor. Really good fight. I think they're still the 2 best light heavyweights in the world, though, right? They're number 1 and number 2. I just have Magomed ranked number 1.
Yeah, because Ankalaev after that, let me see the rankings, but who could be in line for Ankalaev after that? Who are the next contenders? Jiří's fighting on this card, so who knows if he does well. But, yeah, we've seen Jiří a lot. Do we want to see him again? Carlos Hulberg is a different guy, so maybe him.
I'd like to see Jiří against Ankalaev. We haven't seen that fight. Jiří's a former champion. I want to see Ankalaev fight some of these guys. If Jamal Hill can string a win or two together.
I think Jiří's going to win against Khalil Roundtree, so who knows? If he's impressive, that could happen.
That's what I'm saying. I think Jiří's always a threat. Because you look at Jiří Procházka, who beats this guy? Alex Pereira. Anybody else? Nope. He beat everybody else that he fought in the UFC. Volkan, Dominic Reyes, Glover Teixeira, Rakic, Jamal Hill. He beat all these guys. These are the top guys.
Only thing I think Ankalaev has some size on Jiří, and it would be a bad matchup for Jiří. But Ankalaev's a bad matchup for everybody, so.
That was a strikeout sinker 101 at the bottom of the zone. Nasty stuff from Cam Schlittler. I don't think I can say what I want to say about Schlittler, but I think YouTube would maybe misunderstand me,
You're not a fan?
No, I love Schlittler. He pitches for us. I would say, I'm not going to say it. Anyways, you know, when you cheer for him, you say Heil Schlittler. You know? Schlittler.
That's not where I thought you were going.
It's just a funny last name. Anyways, let's do this. This game is stressing me out, Fred.
I mean, I could give you my parlay.
Yeah, can we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Give me your
All
part.
right, so since AJ's not here, and we can't say why because we don't know why, but
We don't know
AJ's
why.
all right.
Wait. Before you give your parlay, let's talk about AJ. No. We'll talk about AJ after. Let's make fun of AJ later. I got plans.
I was gonna say since AJ's not here, I'm gonna be the guy to go for a 5-fight parlay, and I'm gonna go with Ankalaev, Dvalishvili, Procházka. I'm gonna go with Zalal over Emmett because Emmett 38, 39 also, I think. He's only had one fight in the last 2 years. I think he's past his prime. Zalal is a guy that moves well. Emmett is a little bit stiff, so I got Zalal. And I'm going to go with Magomedov over Pfeiffer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going with one underdog, which is
Abu Supi.
Magomedov. Yeah, I just love the name.
I like
And he's
this
well-rounded.
parlay.
You know, he can strike. He can mix some grappling. He's got some length on Pfeiffer. So I think that's a good value pick, man. Magomedov.
It's not bad. So there's Team Fred, Merab Dvalishvili, Jiří Procházka, Youssef Zalal, Abu Supi and Magomedov, and Magomed Ankalaev in the main event for the win. 20 gets you 175.96. It's a nice parlay. 5 fight skis from the Freddy. I don't know what AJ's doing. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's at. He said, what did he say?
He has a meeting.
A meeting.
No info.
He goes,
You know he is into politics right now, so AJ's a busy man.
well, that's it. AJ's running for city council, so I'm wondering if this meeting has anything to do with his campaign. Is his political career getting in the way of the Ringside Report and the Ringside Report Network? Because that's...
AJ wasn't busy enough. He needed
Yeah,
more
right?
stuff.
He doesn't have enough to do. He's also aging like crazy. So old now.
Yeah,
It's
because
his
it was his
birthday
birthday
recently.
also last week.
Yeah, and like I know how many years older he is than me, and I'm getting old, so he must be, you know,
Ancient.
like very old. He's got like
I mean,
16
the good news
years
is-
on me.
The good news is he's close to getting his retirement check.
I'm getting a note that says he won't win, and if it did, it would kill him. I think that might be true. Yeah, does he get retirement checks? Does he get the pension? He's almost there. Good
getting
for him.
there.
Good for him. Giancarlo Stanton at bat. I guess I should give you a parlay too. I'm gonna do something simpler than what you did, but I'm gonna do basically what you did, but with less on the line. Okay? Because my parlay it's just a part of yours. It's 3 fights. I'm not doing a 5-fight parlay like AJ. It's Merab, it's Jiří, it's Magomed. It's a 3-fight parlay. It's very simple. It's the guys I think will win. 20 gets you 49.63. It's like not huge, but I think it's pretty close to guaranteed money on this one. I'm very confident in all those guys. Magomed, Merab, Jiří. Yuri's good as hell. I want to see Jiří fight Magomed. Oh, off the bottom of the wall. I thought that was a home run. Holy shit, are you going to make it to second? Stanton's so slow. Oof, he made it. Jeez, that was almost over the fence. Just hit the base of the wall. Stanton with a double. Was trotting around first base. He really doesn't run well. But he made it to second. We got a leadoff double in the second inning. Giancarlo Stanton. Playoff G. It's cashing.
I mean, I saw like he's like at what 440 home runs career, man. This guy,
Yeah.
good career.
Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer.
Yep. He's had a legendary run this season too. Playoffs last year, comes back this season. He was hurt for a good chunk of the year. When he came back, he was electric, just crushing everything. He's been a little quiet over the past couple nights, but he just hit a double in a key moment. Cubs advance. Cubs beat the Padres. Cubs advance today. Tigers advance today. Tigers are going to move on to play the Mariners. Cubs moving on to play the Brewers. And the Dodgers moving on to play the Phillies. Huge series in the National League. Cubs, Brewers, that's a NL Central rivalry battle. First and second place in the Central.
Everything
and then you
froze
got
for like 10 seconds.
Huh? We froze?
Everything froze on my side for 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I think we're good. I was just saying Cubs, Brewers, Dodgers, Phillies. That's huge in the National League. And then Tigers, Mariners in the American League, and then possibly Yankees, Blue Jays, or Red Sox, Blue Jays. Either way, it's going to be an AL East division series there. And then the West and the Central in the other one. Big moment here with Ben Rice at bat. He struck out. Shit. 1 out. Oh, boy. Okay, well, Fred, we've talked about UFC 320, I think. Anything else on this card you're interested in? Patchy Mix is on this card.
Hopefully he has a better second fight.
Yeah, his first fight in
I love
UFC,
how he went.
Yeah.
Who did he fight in his first fight? I forget.
Mario Bautista, and he lost a unanimous decision. A lot of hype around Patchy Mix, 20-1 Bellator fighter, comes over to the UFC, loses his first fight, and it was on the pay-per-view. His last fight in the UFC on the pay-per-view.
Now he's early prelim.
He's early prelims this time, yeah. One loss. This is like a highly touted prospect. One loss. He's dropped down, way down on this card.
I mean, he didn't look good, to be honest. Like, Mario Bautista dominated him.
Also on this prelim card, Austin Van Zandt Vanderford. It's Paige Van Zandt's husband, so that's basically his claim to fame. He's also a fighter. He fights in the UFC. He's on the prelims against Ramiz Brahimaj. Veronica Hardy, Dan Hardy's wife. A lot of spouses on this card. Veronica Hardy, Dan Hardy's wife, former UFC welterweight title challenger. She's fighting Brogan Walker on the first fight of the night. Yana Santos, formerly Yana Kunitskaya, now married to Thiago Santos, former UFC light heavyweight title challenger, also on the prelims fighting Macy Chiasson. Doesn't happen very often, right? Some weird ones.
I mean, thank you, because I don't think I knew any of these that you just mentioned.
There you go. Little information on some prelim fights. You got Dan Hardy's wife, Veronica Hardy. You've got Thiago Santos' wife, Yana Santos. And you got Paige Van Zandt's husband, Austin Vanderford, all on the early prelims for UFC 320. Edmund Shabazian, too. Remember him? A lot of hype around that kid.
Yeah, Ronda would tell us he's the next great thing, but...
Yeah. He's fighting Andre Muniz on the TV prelims. The main event
UFC
of the TV
BJJ
prelims
going on.
Is that going on right now?
Yep. There's been 2 or 3 submissions already. It's been a good start.
The main event of the TV prelims. There's some hype around this guy. Atiba Gautier. He won his UFC debut by knockout, and then he won his next fight in the UFC by knockout. He's a Dana White Contender Series guy, and he's won several fights in a row now. 6 in a row as a pro. 8-1. Atiba Gautier taking on Tristan Vines, who's also got a little win streak going. But take a look at Atiba. What are the odds on that fight? Atiba minus 1,800. He's the heaviest favorite on this card. Minus 1,800. That's nuts. Like, Merab is a heavy favorite. He's minus 400. It's nuts. Well, I told you Atiba was a prospect. He is the heaviest favorite on the card, minus 1,800. So that's UFC 320 coming up this Saturday. AJ is campaigning. Conor McGregor says he's for sure fighting on the UFC White House card, but he's negotiating not with the UFC, but directly with the White House. Fred, what do you make of that? What does that mean? Is he telling the truth?
I doubt it. Like, it's not the White House call. And right now, why are we still talking about Conor McGregor? Like,
Because he's a big story,
forever.
Fred. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight on the biggest card in the history of the UFC. Okay.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Dana White is saying it. It's not just me saying it. Sports Illustrated says it.
I mean, if you're Michael Chandler, are you really gonna fucking put another whatever months of hoping that Conor shows up?
Yes. Of course.
I hope they guarantee him some money that, like, let's say Conor doesn't show up. Chandler, you're still getting like $1 million or.
I hope that they tell Chandler he's getting the fight, but in reality, he's actually the backup. They just don't tell him, and then they give the fight to Nate Diaz. And then Chandler has to sit in the front row looking happy. I think that's the move. That's what I would do. Seems like fun, no? Nate and Conor. Have Chandler as a backup just in case you can't get Nate. He's not on a contract.
I mean,
it's tough.
Like Conor hasn't fought forever. Nate also. Like, these guys are not in the elite shape of, they're not in the prime of their career no more. I'll watch it, but don't ask me to act like it's an incredible matchup that we absolutely need to see. I don't.
No, it's a spectacle. I mean, they're doing a fight on the White House lawn. It's like a big spectacle,
They're going to be coming out from the Oval Office, I'm reading.
Yeah.
Which is completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is kind of absurd. So, why not make it super absurd? Why not go full crazy? I say do it. Have Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz in the main event, and maybe Elon versus Zuckerberg in the co-main. Like, finally get that done. Years in the making. Trump could get it done. It's the White House. He could order them to do it or be sent to prison. In 2026, that may be, kind of regular. Trump tells you to do something or else. It could happen. You never know.
Right.
Man. You never know. Did you ever think they'd do a UFC on the White House, at the White House? It's weird, no? It's not a venue for sports.
It's not even apples and oranges. That's like apples and cucumbers. Like two different stuff.
Same thing. It's all going the same way. Yankees didn't cash in Stanton. No run scored. Scoreless after 2. And that's that. Fred, We've done it without AJ. I want to thank everybody for checking us out. We'll be back again at some point in the future. Happy birthday to Fred. Happy birthday to me. We're off this weekend. We'll be back next Thursday for all sorts of stuff just for you. And that's it. Go Yankees. Go Yankees. I hope we win. I will see you again real soon. Right here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net.